Let's get ready to rumble!
Hi guys, it's Miss Wilson, and today I will be reading the story, The Big Cheese. This story is by Jory John and Pete Oswald. I hope you guys enjoy. They call me Cheese, the Big Cheese. Oh, say it with me, please. The Big Cheese. Ta-da! You better believe it. That's right, folks. I'm the biggest, cheesiest piece of cheddar around. I'm really something to behold. Take a good look at me. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Have you ever observed a more impressive cheese in your life? It's not just my stature either. It's my presence, my vibe, the energy I emanate, the excitement I exude. It's the way I fill a room, or a theater, or a stadium. Wherever I go, I cause a fuss. Heads turn, jaws drop, gaps are audible. That's why they call me Cheese. Oh, say it with me, please. The Big Cheese. Ta-da! You'd better believe it. How did I get such a good, or should I say Gouda, reputation? Well, I wasn't always a big shot. I grew up on a crowded platter in a tiny kitchen. I was an unremarkable little curve. We lived quiet lives of pasteurization. But I wasn't happy with the status quo. Oh no. I wanted to make a big old name for myself. So I resolved to become a big cheese. I wanted the praise, the cheers, the spotlight, the attention, the ovations, the celebrations. I set to work, and before long, I was on the fast track to success. I dressed to impress. I shredded the competition. I stole every show. And then I bragged non-stop to anybody who'd listen. Hey, did you see me score that goal while I was literally yawning? What was the secret to my success? Well, I stuck to the things I was good at. That way, I couldn't possibly fail. Did it get a little boring never trying anything new? I suppose. But it didn't matter as long as everyone agreed that I was. Oh, say it with me, please. The Big Cheese. Ta-da! But then, one fatal day, I met Wedge. He was new in town, and he seemed to be my exact opposite in every way. He was quiet, I was loud. He was shy, I was bold. While I dominated conversations, he kept to himself. I didn't pay him much attention at first, because why would I? I was too preoccupied with being the center of my universe. But then, without warning, everything changed. Here's what happened. Every summer, our tiny village staged an all-day cheese cathalon. Guess who had first place trophies from the last 6 years? Oh, say it with me, please. The Big Cheese. Ta-da! You'd better believe it. This year's opening ceremony started at 5 a.m. sharp. I was fully primed and prepared to prevail. First up was a foot race, and I zipped into the lead. Within seconds, though, there was someone on my heels. I could hear his breath, the pitter-patter of his agile feet. It was Wedge! I could not believe it! Oh, he was fast. Not just fast, but skilled. of the race. But when I slipped on a rogue pebble, Wedge swerved, sped up, and beat me by a nose. A cheese nose! For the first time, I'd come in second place. Oh, the indignity! But there was no time to sulk because the next leg of the competition had already started. It was a game of chess. Before I could blink or think, Wedge had taken my king in 4 moves. And while I was busy protesting to the judge